Hey guys, welcome to Let's Talk number 7.
Peter, don't. They say if you watch that video, you die.
Ah, that's a lot of baloney.
If you want, can we try again? Try again. Oh yeah.
Okay, so before we get into the topics and the questions, this shirt is not stained. It is supposed to look like this. Secondly, I saw someone in the comments mention like, what in the world is this? So I was putting away clean dishes and I don't know what happened, but like the corner of the door of the cabinet like just went scrape and it was so bad. This is gonna be like TMI, so block your ears for 3 seconds if you get like grossed out, but my skin was like hanging from the cabinet. It was literally disgusting. So that's what happened there. And another thing is, people have said that with me editing my videos as much as I have been, that it kind of just seems like not as personal anymore and that my videos seem very impersonal. So I'm still going to be editing them. I'm just going to try not to make them as choppy as I usually do. Okay, so first comment. People continued following you after you went viral on YouTube because you provided content that involves drama similar to that of a reality TV show. Without the drama, there isn't much to watch. Low-key, the weight loss content is irrelevant. This is something that I feel like I've known, and it's just kind of like, okay, cool. I love to see it. Right now, for me to just be like, I told you guys so, that every single time I start losing weight or it's just like weight loss focused content, people are not interested in it as much as like if I was like trolling or like having major train wreck moments. I come from a crazy family. It's the truth. I come from drug addicts, bipolar people, mentally ill people. I do. That is the family I come from. Did you honestly think that I was going to be the only normal one? Did you? So it is a little frustrating that that's what you guys prefer to see on my channel, but who knows? Maybe some drama is coming. You never know. Okay, next question. Why did you make a mockery of ADHD in multiple videos by clearly pretending to get distracted for the camera? I don't know what that means. I don't know. Like, how could I possibly troll you guys? I'm not that smart. I'm just not. I've never pretended to get distracted while on camera. I have very short attention span. You can ask anybody in my life, especially the people that I spend the most time with. I am very distracted as a person. I do have a lot of symptoms of adult ADHD, and that is why I'm trying to get assessed, but for some reason I'm having a difficult time doing that. But I'm not here to make a mockery of anyone, especially like I might have ADHD, so like, I don't know, that doesn't even make sense. Like, why would I make a mockery of anyone's mental illness when I have my own that I have to worry about? Okay, so next one. I want you to admit just once that you treated Becky like absolute shit after the breakup. I will admit that my heart was extremely broken and I said things on live stream that definitely kind of shocked me. Later when I went back and saw it, I was kind of harsh to her because it's like she just broke my heart, where it's like I kind of wanted her to feel some sort of pain. I know a lot of people who get their heart broken, they go through it differently, but one of the stages that I feel like I went through, I was mad. I was massively upset that like she proposed to me. So I was assuming we were, you know, about to create a life together, more than the one we had now. And then she just like took that away a couple months later. So it was very much like I was angry. I feel like I don't feel anger a lot. So I guess when I do feel it, I kind of go through it without realizing it. And I think during the moments of my anger and me being really, really hurt, I can definitely say that I said some mean things to her. And I have obviously apologized to her over it. Next question. On Thanksgiving, did you eat the 6 meals that you ordered? So on Thanksgiving, I wanted a Thanksgiving meal, I'm not gonna lie. And there was one restaurant open. They were only serving it for families of 6. So it was like 6 portions. Absolutely not. I did not eat all of that. I ended up throwing away probably a good 70% of it because I was still trying my hardest to like stay on track. So I allowed myself to have one plate like around, I would say like lunchtime, and another plate for dinner. So no, I did not. Fact. Next question. Have you recently seen or spoken to your oncologist? No, I have not recently. I know every 6 months I see my oncologist. I definitely have to make an appointment with them. I'm actually kind of anxious because this person's telling me you can't be considered cancer-free until you've been in complete remission for 5 years or more, which is true. But I feel like I feel in my gut and in my heart that I'm okay and that I am cancer-free. Like, I know before I was diagnosed with cancer, I did have moments where I thought I had cancer. I literally still have the text message with Becky. I think it was like a month before I was diagnosed with cancer. I was diagnosed with uterine cancer, if you guys didn't know. I literally texted Becky a month before that when we were at her sister's house. And I can't get over it. It's like I knew. I said, Becky, I think I have uterine cancer. And Becky replied to the text message and she was just like, well, we need to get you to a gynecologist. So it's like, I feel like a lot of the time, like your body can sense when something's wrong. And I don't have that feeling anymore. Like after I had my hysterectomy, it was so weird. I felt like a completely different person. It was almost as if the cancer was really like doing something to my body. I don't know how to explain it. Like I thoroughly felt like something disgusting and poisonous was taken out of my body. And I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it's really, it makes me speechless, to be honest. I am very, very lucky that I no longer have cancer. And this makes me sad because I am reading some comments underneath that question. And someone said, Ambi doesn't live in the real world. You can tell from her story she hasn't experienced cancer. Most of us believe she had pre-cancerous cells. And due to actual cancer risk, at her weight, the doctors explained she should have a hysterectomy. That's not true. I wish more than anything that that was true. I had uterine cancer. I had stage 1 grade B. Very grateful that it was only stage 1 grade B, but it wasn't precancerous. I wish more than anything that it was. I had actual cancer. And in the beginning, the hysterectomy was an option. They said I can either have the hysterectomy, but since I was so young, I also could take a pill, which would stop the cancer from growing, but it wasn't like 100% chance that that would happen. So I was able to have a little time to decide if I wanted that. And it was the same day that I had a CT scan that they had to look over, etc., etc. So when I ended up coming back just like 2 weeks later, they told me it was no longer an option to take the pill because my cancer was a little bit worse than they had thought. They told me that pretty much the only option was a full hysterectomy, but obviously my body, my choice. So they told me that it's something I really, really, truly need to think about, especially because like I was 29 when it happened, and they were really worried that I was going to later regret the decision because I might have wanted a child, which of course, like it like sucks a lot that I can't give birth, but I ultimately saved my life. Like I did save my life. The team saved my life. Next question. I want you to admit Eric and Rickie still live at that house. No, we were all evicted and we all had to move. Becky and I just happened to move. I think it was like a month before them. I was more rushy because I literally had to have a hysterectomy. I wanted to be moved in somewhere, boxes unpacked, etc. So that's the only reason why we moved like 3 weeks or 4 weeks before they did. So the next one is the rumor that you have all this stamina now. So with that said, put a camera on yourself walking Twinkie by yourself without speeding up the time. So the reason why I do time lapses of me walking is because I do get a little huffy puffy, out of breath. No one wants to hear that. It annoys me, so I don't want to have to edit by hearing that. And I also like know for a fact y'all don't want to be hearing that. Plus I do walk for a longer time. Like last time I did a time lapse, I walked for like 31 minutes. I'm not going to sit there and have a 31-minute video of me walking. Like that's so boring. Like absolutely not. So the time lapse is just like meeting in the middle. You guys, there's a large portion of you who really do think that I'm lying about my stamina, which is totes fine. I know it's hard to believe that I used to only be able to walk a minute, now I'm walking 31 minutes, totally fine. I know that's like hard to believe for some people, but y'all, like things do happen, bodies do change, you do start getting better the more you try and the more work you put into it. I know right now I could be losing weight quicker, I could be doing more exercising, more walking, I could be eating better, eating less. I know that in this moment. But it's just like the progress I have made so far. I'm very proud. Next question. Do you ever feel bad that you've completely messed up your body, that even if you lose weight, your body will be destroyed and you will never live the life you want? So first of all, I will live the life I want. Trust and believe. Do I feel bad that I've messed up my body? Yes. Will I have a normal body eventually? No. But that's not really the point here. Of course, I'd love to be attractive. Like anyone would love to be attractive. I have just come to terms that I'll never be that. But y'all, as long as I'm healthy, as long as I lose enough weight to travel and to do things, to get on a plane and to just go, just travel the world to the best of my ability, like that is what matters. I want to be able to go do things and see things, and that's what I'm striving for, and for just better health. A lot of people make it so much about shallow reasons, like, oh my god, you're gonna have extra skin and you're gonna look so gross, da, da, da. Okay, cool. But I would rather look gross and be healthy than look gross and be unhealthy. Like, you just can't even compare the two anymore. Next question. Do you plan on still doing weigh-in videos in 2022? I do plan to still talk about my weight loss in 2022, but I'm not gonna have like set weigh-ins on Wednesdays any longer. No. So we only have one more Wednesday weigh-in, and that's gonna be on the 29th of this month. Next question is, are you engaged? So I think now is probably the best time to tell you guys, because you guys have been asking so much, but no, I'm not engaged. Okay, so this is the last question, and it's actually kind of funny. My husband and I are having a debate about your chicken nugget situation type deal. You said you only eat the outside of the chicken nugget. I think that means you only eat the outer perimeter and leave the middle with the breading in place. My husband thinks you only eat all of the breading and you just leave the chicken. Can you please end our debate? That's funny.
Alright, let's eat Colonel. Oh boy. Cartman, you ate the skin off of every piece of chicken. Well, I saved you out of the chicken part. The skin's the best part.
So, when I eat chicken nuggets from the McDonald's, I will eat the skin or the breading, whatever, from the outside of it, and then I'll eat the top part of the skin and then the bottom part, and it's literally just the chicken. I just toss it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Anyways, so I'm here to end the video. I want you guys to know that within the next like month or two, I think a car might be in my life. So I will be actually like going to Target. Can you guys believe that? Like something as small as going to Target just sounds so wonderful to me. Like a little Target vacay, a little Target vacay. I mean, hi. I know a lot of people have requested, we want to see you shopping. We miss Shoplin. And I'm just like, I totes get it, trust me. My content has been pretty stale lately because I don't leave the house. I don't have a vehicle, so I choose not to leave. Plus with like the whole COVID thing, it's not getting any better. It's actually getting worse lately, so that like makes me scared to leave the house as well. But we're gonna figure this out. I feel like hopefully 2022 is gonna be a way better year just all around. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread with the angels. Fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment, cause you just don't know. But some things never change. Now